Hey. Welcome back once again to my Porch Bible Reading journey. So thanks for joining me for day 33. And on day 33 of the old Daily Bible Reader, we're going to read chapters 35, 36, and 37. So, let me start this one off by saying thank you, Mr. Ryan, for the description of what the ouches were. I appreciate it. Also, thank you for being a good mentor and follower. So, let me get started. Chapter 35. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together, and said unto them, These are the words which the Lord hath commanded, that ye should do them. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. And Moses spake unto the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord. Whosoever is of willing heart, let him bring it an offering of the Lord, gold and silver and brass, and blue and purple and scarlet, fine linen and goat's hair, and ram skin dyed red, and badger skin of shibwood, and oil for the light, and spices for anointing oil, and for the sweet incense, and onyx stones and stones be set in the ephod, and for the breastplate. And every wise-hearted among you shall come and make all that the Lord hath commanded: the tabernacle, his tent, and his covering, and his taches, and his boards, and his bars, and his pillars, and his sockets, the ark, and the staves thereof, with the mercy seat, and the veil of the covering, the table and his staves, and all the vessels of the shewbread, the candlestick also for the light, and for his furniture, and his lamps, with the oil for the light, and the incense altar, and his staves, and his anointing oil, and his sweet incense, and a hanging for the door at the entering of the tabernacle, the altar of burnt offerings with his brazen grate, his staves, and all his vessels, the laver, and his foot, the hanging of the court, his pillars and their sockets, and the hanging of the door of the court, the pins of the tabernacle, the pins of the court, and their cords, the cloths of service to do service in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron and the priests, and the garments of his sons to minister in the priest's office. And to all of the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. And they came, every one whose heart stirred him up, and every one who his spirit made willing, and they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for the holy garments. And they came, both men and women, as many were willing-hearted, and brought bracelets and earrings and rings and tablets and jewels of gold, and every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Lord, and every man with whom was found blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and red skins of rams and badgers and skins, and brought them. Everyone that did offer an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord's offering, and every man with whom was found shimwood for any work of the service brought it. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which had spun, both of blue and of purple and of scarlet and of fine linen. And all the women whose heart stirred them up in wisdom spun goat's hair. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and the stones to be set for the ephod, and for the breastplates, and spice and oil for the light, and for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. The children of Israel brought a willing offering unto the Lord, every man and woman whose heart made them willing to bring for all manner of work which the Lord had commanded to be made by the hand of Moses. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, See, the Lord hath called my name Bezaleel, the son of Uriah, the son of Hur, and the tribe of Judah. And he hath filled him with the Spirit of God and wisdom, in understanding and knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship, and to devise curious works, to work in gold and silver and in brass, and in the cutting of stones, to set them, and in the carving of wood, to make any manner of the cunning work. Man, sorry. It is, let's see what time it is. And he hath put in his heart that he may teach both he and Aholiab, the son of Hisamach, and the tribe of Dan. Them hath he filled with wisdom of heart to work all manner of work of the caregiver, and of 9:59 p.m. work of the engraver and the cunning workman, of the embroiderer in blue and in purple and in scarlet and in fine linen, of the wearer, of the weaver, even of them that do any work. And of those that devise cunning work. Chapter 36. Then wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all that the Lord had commanded. And Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, even every one whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it. And they received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it withal. And they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning. And all the wise men that wrought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. And they spake unto Moses, saying, The people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded to make. And Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, Let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work, make it, and too much. And every wise-hearted man among them wrought the work of the tabernacle, made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and the blue and the purple and the scarlet, with cherubims and cunning work made he them. The length of one curtain was 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. The curtains were all of one size. And he coupled the 5 curtains one unto another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled one unto another. And he made loops of blue on the edge of one curtain from the selvage in the coupling. Likewise he made in the uttermost side of another curtain in the coupling of the second. My apologies. 50 loops made he in one curtain, and 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain which was in the coupling of the second. The loops held one curtain to another, and he made 50 taches of gold, and coupled the curtains one to another with the taches. So it became one tabernacle. And he made curtains of goat's hair for the tent all over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. The length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. The 11 curtains were of one size. And he coupled 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and he made 50 loops upon the uttermost edge of the curtain in the coupling. Oh, this is building the tabernacle. Okay. The curtain in the coupling, and 50 loops he made upon the edge of the curtain with which coupleth the second. And he made 50 taches of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. And he made a covering for the tent of ram's skin dyed red, and a covering of badger skins above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shipwood standing up. The length of a board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of a board was 1 cubit and a half. One board had 2 tenons equally distant from one another. Thus did he make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And he made the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward. And 40 sockets of silver he made under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And for the other side of the tabernacle, which is toward the north corner, he made 20 boards. And there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards. And 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. And they were coupled beneath and coupled together at the head thereof, 1 ring to 1 ring. Thus he did to both of them in both corners. And there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver, under every board 2 sockets. And he made bars of shipwood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 boards for the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle for the sides westward. And he made the middle bar to shoot through the boards from one end to the other. And he overlaid the boards with gold, and made their rings of gold to be places for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. And he made a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen. With cherubims he made it of cunning work. And he made thereunto 4 pillars of shipwood, and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were of gold, and he cast for them 4 sockets of silver. And he made an hanging for the tabernacle door of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of needlework. And the 5 pillars of it with their hooks, and he overlaid their chapiters and their fillets with gold, but their 5 sockets were of brass. Chapter 37. And Bezaleel made the ark of shipwood, and 2 cubits and a half was the length of it, and 1 cubit and a half was the breadth of it, and 1 cubit and a half was the height of it. And he overlaid it with pure gold within and without, and made a crown of gold to it round about. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold to be set by the 4 corners of it, even 2 rings upon one side of it, and 2 rings upon the other side of it. And he made staves of shipwood, and overlaid them with gold. And he put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark to bear the ark. And he made the mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half was the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half was the breadth thereof. And he made 2 cherubims of gold, beaten out of one piece, made he them on the 2 ends of the mercy seat. 1 cherubim on the end of this side, and another cherubim on the other end of that side. Out of the mercy seat he made he the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubim spread out their wings on high, and covered with their wings over the mercy seat with their faces to one another. Even to the mercy seat were the faces of the cherubims. And he made the table of shipwood. 2 cubits was the length thereof, and 1 cubit the breadth thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the height thereof. And he overlaid it with pure gold, and made thereunto a crown of gold round about. Also he made thereunto a border of a handbreadth round about, and made a crown of gold for the border thereof round about. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings upon the 4 corners that were in the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border were the rings, the places for the staves to bear the table. And he made the staves of shipwood, and overlaid them with gold to bear the table. And he made the vessels which were upon the table, his dishes, and his spoons, and his bowls, and his covers to cover withal of pure gold. And he made the candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work. He made the candlestick, his shaft and his branch and his bowls, his knops and his flowers were of the same. And 6 branches going out of the sides thereof, 3 branches of candlestick out of one side thereof, and 3 branches of candlestick out of the other side thereof. 3 bowls made after the fashion of almonds in one branch, a knot and a flower, and 3 bowls made like almonds in another branch, a knot and a flower. So throughout the 6 branches going out of the candlestick. And in the candlestick were 4 bowls made like almonds, his knops and his flowers. And a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches going out of it. Their knops and their branches were of the same. All of it was one beaten work of pure gold. And he made his 7 lamps, and his snuffers, and his snuff dishes of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold made he it, and all the vessels thereof. And he made the incense altar of shipwood. The length of it was a cubit, and the breadth of it a cubit. It was 80, and 2 cubits was the height of it. The horns thereof were of the same. And he overlaid it with pure gold, both top of it and the sides thereof round about, and the horns of it also he made unto it a crown of gold round about. And he made 2 rings of gold for it under the crown thereof, by the 2 corners of it, upon the 2 sides thereof, to be places for the staves to bear it withal. And he made the staves of shipwood, and overlaid them with gold. And he made the holy anointing oil, and the pure incense of sweet spices, according to the work of the apothecary. All right. Well, so hey, I guess that's it for I don't even remember, day 32, 33. What day? Can't even remember. So day 33. Wow. We got one more day of Exodus left. Well, what I've got, one full day and then part of another. So, all right. Well, it is after 10 p.m. now. It is 10:12. So, I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks for watching. Please share. Tell your friends. We all know some people that don't like to read, including myself. Maybe they could listen. It's just about getting myself to read, and possibly help get the word out of the Bible. So put it out there again. If you're anywhere within a decent driving distance, I'll come read with you, or let you read. I don't care either way. Don't forget to comment, and yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for a day. 33. So I appreciate it, your support, and I'll see you tomorrow.